Hello students, in the previous class we discussed about what is marketing mix and what are the elements are there in the marketing mix. In total there are 4 elements in the marketing mix. First one is product, second one is price, third one is place and the fourth one is promotion. In today's class we are going to begin the discussion on the first element of marketing mix, that is product. In marketing, the term goods is used as synonymous for products and it is the first and basic element of a marketing mix. Because marketing programs of organizations rotates around the product. That is, marketing activities begins with the product, and if there is no product, no marketing activities will be performed. That is, without product, no any marketing activities will be performed by the marketing department. So product is considered as foundation, as it is going to affect the decisions relating to the other 3 P's of marketing mix. So first let us understand what is product. A product is anything that can be offered to a market which can satisfy the needs and wants of a customer. Okay, and the product includes the physical objects, the services, places, persons, organization and ideas. Okay, so any offer made by an marketer to the market, that is to the customer, which can satisfy the needs and wants of a customer is called as what? Product. And product is not only the physical object or physical goods, but it also includes the services, it also includes the persons, places, organizations as well as ideas. Okay, is called as what? Product. So now let us understand the definition of product. Okay, here are the few definitions. First definition is given by Alderson. According to him, product is the bundle of activities consisting of various features and accompanying services. Okay, so according to Alderson, product is bundle of activities offered by the marketer to the customers which consist of various features and accompanying services is called as product. The next definition given by Philip Kotler. According to Philip Kotler, a product is anything that can be offered to a market for attention, acquisition, use or consumption, and that may satisfy a need or want of a customer. Okay, and it includes physical objects, services, persons, places, organization and ideas. So product is anything which can be offered by a marketer to market for the attention, that is, marketer offer the product in the market for the attention, acquisition, use or consumption of that product to satisfy the needs and wants of a customer. And the product is not only the physical objects, but it also includes services, places, organization and ideas. Here is the one more definition. Product is the sum total of physical, economic, social and psychological benefits offered to a market to satisfy wants or need is called as what? Product. Okay, so it is the sum total of physical, economic, social and psychological benefits offered to a market by the marketer to satisfy the needs and wants of a customer is called as product. So here are the few features of the product. The first feature is tangibility. An item to be called a product should have tangibility, that is tangibility character, which means the product can, tangibility in the sense the product can be touched, can be seen or can be used, is called, can be seen or can be touched is called as what? Tangibility character. Now for example, say car, mobile phone, television, laptop. So all these products have the tangibility character. So the first feature of product is the product should have tangibility character. The second one intangible attributes, which means, as I said, product is not only the physical goods but it also includes the services, and services will have the intangible character. That is, we cannot see or touch the services, but we can experience the services, we can feel the services. So the product should have the intangible attributes. So in services we can have the services of like banking services, then we have insurance, we have repairing services, then we have the services like hospitality, we have services like tours and travels. So all this will include in the services where we have the intangible attributes. That is, we can experience the services, we can feel the services, but we cannot touch or we cannot see the services. Okay. The next character of the product is associate attributes. A product has certain associated attributes, that is facilities, which has its identification and easy recognition by the buyers. That is, the product will be identified by the customers or by the buyer with the facilities provided by that brand or by that product. Okay. And such attributes may be a brand package, warranty given by the particular company or given by the particular brand is called as what? Associate attributes. So products will have the associate attributes. The next one is exchange value. All products have some exchange value irrespective of whether the product is tangible or intangible. So product should be capable for being exchanged between the seller and buyer for mutually agreed price. So products should have what exchange value. It may be a tangible product or maybe an intangible product. This product should have the exchange value. That is, the product should be capable of being exchanged between the buyer and seller for mutually agreed price. And the last feature is consumer satisfaction. So product should have the ability to offer the value satisfaction to the consumer, because the satisfaction and because we all know that customer is the king of market, and the marketer has to pay the attention that to satisfy the king. And how we can satisfy the king? By offering the goods and services which provide the value to the customer. And the satisfaction may be both a real as well as the psychological satisfaction should have product should provide to the customer. So all these features of the product should have to be get successfully sell in the market, or to create a good image, or to increase the share in the market. So these features the product should have. Now next one is like the concept of new product. Now what is new product? Now you might have understood what is product and what are the features of product. Now there is a concept called new product. So now what is new product? A new product may be entirely new one. Okay, unknown to the people, or it may be modified, that is improved product. A new product is one which consumers perceive as new. And how the new product emerged? By product modification, that is product improvement by changing design and physical features of an existing product to improve its quality and performance. Okay, so we can come up with a new product by the product modification. And also the new product will emerge out of technological advancement. Technological advancement are made by the research and development of companies, and technology brings superior as well as quality goods at a low cost. So new product emerge with the technological advancement, and new product also emerge even with the marketing innovations. So with the help of marketing innovation, existing products are launched in the market as new products by making some improvements in packing, branding, distribution, and making some corrections in the features of the product. So in this way, the marketer can come up with a new product. So the new product emerged out of product modification, technological advancement and marketing innovations. Okay. The next term is product policies. Now what is product policies? Now first let us understand policy. The term policy can denote a principle of operation adopted by the management to guide those who carry out action. Okay. So the product policy is what? It is a principle of operation which is adopted by the management to guide those who are performing the activities or who are carrying out the action is called as what? Policy. A policy sets the objectives to be achieved and also the limits within which the management has to operate. And product policy means product policy defines the type, volume and timing of the products a company offer for sale. The product policy is the objectives and the guidelines of the firm to determine the nature of the product or services to be marketed in the market. All types of commercial functions must have a policy because policy is essential to make the product up to the standard expected by the customers. Such policy taken in regard to the development of new product for retaining an existing product in the market is known as what? Product policy. So the product policy is the type of volume and timing of the product a company offer for sale, and every company should have a product policy because product policy is the objective and guidelines for the firm to determine the nature of the product and services to be marketed. So what kind of nature of the product and services which are going to marketed will be decided by the product policy, and that is the reason product policy should be prepared by the marketer well in advance. So there are various elements of the product policy or the factors which can affect the product policy. When a product policy is formulated, various factors are taken to be consideration, and hence product policy is the fundamental to whole operation of a business, and these are the elements will be included in the product policy. The first one is product planning and development. Second one, product life cycle. Next element is product line. Next one is product mix, product standardization, product identification, that is branding of a product. The next, product positioning and product packaging. So all these are the elements in the product policy. So product policy is the what? It is the offer made by the marketer, that is the type of volume and the timing of the products of a company which can offer for sale, and this product policy decides the objectives and guidelines of a firm to determine the nature of the product and services, and the product policy have all these elements. So all these elements we will be discussing in the previous classes, in the next classes one by one. Okay. In the next class, we will be discussing about what is product planning and development. Okay, I hope now you understood what is product, what are the features of product, what do you mean by new product and how new product emerged, what is product policy, and these are the that is elements of product policy. Okay, thank you.